Hi. I pray before each and every one of my readings so that way my energy is protected, your energy is protected as well. If you're returning, thank you so much for returning and trust me with your energy. I greatly appreciate it. I don't know. So we're going to go ahead and get into your reading, guys. Hold on. I got to get my lighter. Got it. We're going to go ahead and get into your reading, see what's going on with you guys for the next 48. I think I finally settled on a schedule and I finally, like, I was paying attention. I don't know, some of you may have been doing this too. Like, really paying attention when the random thoughts come. Weird, right? You're like, how can you pay attention and how do you know when the random thoughts come? So I started I really started paying attention, like, when are the days that I'm on? That, like, I'm really feeling the energy. I can really pick up on things intuitively and what's going on around me. So I took that time this week to really pay attention to, and it's on the days to where I have days where I have things going on, but I really don't have things going on. Does that make sense? I always have something to do, but it's like when it's not overwhelming. Like when I don't have meetings or if I don't have X, Y, and Z or whatever, it's like, yes, I still have to go to work, or yes, I still have to run around, and yes, I still have to deal with traffic, but there's something about certain days for me that are calming. And so that's when I'll be able to deliver readings. And so you'll start seeing that change here on this channel. But let's go ahead and get into your reading, Gemini, and see what's going on with you. Great, God in heaven, please allow me to tap to the energy of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or wherever they have a heavy Gemini placement. Please allow me to relay these messages to the Gemini as accurately and clearly as possible. Please protect my energy during this reading, protect their energy as well. And please continue to bless our lives with peace, abundance, prosperity, and protection. Thank you, amen, and ashe. The light went out again. It went out, it's a tragedy. We lose control and it cause all this tragedy. What song is that? It's hard to bear. Some of you guys may experience this type of tragedy, man. Let me see. Let me see. We're going to see if this is for you or this is for someone around you. It's a tragedy. There's going to be another tragedy that happens in the next couple of days. That feels like a global message. A tragedy. Well, I pray everybody makes it through, but some type of tragedy is happening in the next couple of days. We'll hear about it by Tuesday. Ooh. We'll hear about it by Tuesday. If you're new to my channel, I break the Gemini next 48 readings up by deacon. The first deacon of Gemini is May 21st to May 31st. The second is June 1st to June 10th, and the third will be June 11th to June 21st. What we're going to do a tarot spread for each one of the deacons, and those deacons go by your date of birth. I encourage you to listen to all three deacons because you may not resonate with yours in particular. But if you do, good. If you don't, listen to all three. All right? But in the world of tarot, people go straight to for what their sign is, even though everyone has all placements in their birth chart. Everyone resonates with all energies of all the planets and all the constellations, just at different vibrations and at different times and different frequency, because we all weren't born on the same day, right? So, first deacon of Gemini, you have the Knight of Cups. Crossing that, you have the Lovers, the Tower of, the Wheel of Fortune, Justice card. Some of you guys got a court date coming up next week. Here, something to do with court, with your children, or with some money that you owe. Could be a small amount. Some of you be mindful that it's like, some of y'all gonna get audited too. If you waiting on your taxes next week, especially if you claim kids, some of y'all about to get audited. You ain't gonna get them taxes, or it's gonna be a delay, or you're gonna get a portion of it. Some of y'all gonna get audited out the blue next week. That's number one. You let somebody else claim your kids, or you claim somebody else's kids on your tax, you're gonna get audited. Next week, you're gonna find out Tuesday. Or by Friday, you're gonna find out. You're gonna be mad as hell. Others of you here, with this tower being the overall energy, I did get that song Tragedy. I'm not saying that it's going to be something big falling down for you, but next week is going to be an unexpected ending that you're not expecting. Possibly with a friendship or falling out with a brother or your sister. It's over some money. Why are you letting, if you don't have listen, some of you, I don't know who this is for, and I want to say this as nice as possible. If you don't have the money to lend it out, if you don't have enough, how does the saying go? Don't lend out money that you're gonna need back, right? Especially right away, because somebody not gonna pay you back. They're not gonna pay you back, and this somebody real close to you too. Then you gonna see them with something new, or they have a new relationship. You're gonna be like, how the hell they in a new relationship? They might post something new on Facebook or going out somewhere, or this is somebody that dumped you, and the reason why they said they dumped you because they wanted to be single and alone. Then you find out they done took somebody out. It's a couple of scenarios, but some of y'all about to go through a heartbreak or a disappointment in regards to another person, with the lovers being here. Someone that you possibly put trust in, you put, because you had Knight of Cups being here across the lovers. So this is someone that you gave trust to, unlike blindly. It's like some type of blind trust that you gave someone. And it's a couple of situations here. Could be the situation you blindly trusted your partner. It's like, oh yeah, you can claim my kids, whatever. Next thing you know, they claiming everybody's kid. You ain't find out. Because why they got all these kids, they don't even have none. And the IRS is like, wait a minute, you went from claiming 2 kids last year to 5 kids this year. We auditing you. Some of y'all, this is you here. So be mindful of this. But this is happening next week between Tuesday and Friday. You're going to be mad. You got the Tower as your overall energy. But you'll be able to rebuild. That's the great thing about the Tower, because y'all had the Tower, and then what's going to help you, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So it is going to be something that falls down, but you are going to be able to rebuild and start a new beginning. But you're going to have a fall first. You about to have something that's I hate to say devastating, but I got to give it to you how I get it. But you will be able to soften the blow. You got the Wheel of Fortune, which is a new beginning, but you do have devastation here. Sorry. I'm trying to be like, but I can't corrupt the message either. Because if I corrupt the message, you're going to be like, oh, she only read on rainbows and all this stuff, and that'll never be happening. She said this and she said that. No, I got to tell you how it is. Life ain't always going to be good. Like, sometimes some things have to happen in order for you to rebuild. Some things have to be knocked down in order for them to come back up sometimes. That's what's happening for you, first deacon. What's going on with the second deacon of Gemini? Hey, man. You don't like the real? There's a million other readers on YouTube, and all they read about is when your next love option coming, what your ex doing, who they doing it with, and if they still thinking about you. Go listen to them. Not to be condescending, but I don't know why I got that feeling to be condescending with somebody. Because it's like, I feel like somebody need to be like snapped back into reality or something like that, or just be mindful of deception here. Because like some of y'all need to like wipe your eyes, both hands, wipe your eyes clear, okay? Don't let this Venus and Pisces energy mess you up to where you seeing everything like la 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 la, and you're not seeing the truth of something, especially something that's coming up from your past here. But this is something to where that you were committed to, but it wasn't committed to you. And with the Hierophant here, this could be a job, this could be a person, this could be an actual Taurus, but it was something to where it's like, now that you got a new beginning, like, oh man, something wants a new beginning. This could be a job, reaching back out to rehire you, a person, anything. But it's full of shit with the Ten of Swords being in a conflicting position. Ten of Swords talks about deception, gossip, lies, manipulation. You know, here, some of you that are the voice, or some of you are like the mind. You were the mind behind something. Like you were like, without your mind, it wouldn't have worked, or whatever this was. So this could be like an old manager, old supervisor calling you back. But when you were there in the past, Five of Wands, they treated you like you were not important or whatever. They try to manipulate you and everything like that. But then once you left, realizing you were the one who made things shake. Like you were the one who had all the intelligence. You were the one, which is the reason why they were able to keep their job. Without you being there, somebody may lose it. Somebody basically is coming back around. But you need to be mindful of being manipulated again off of deception. And being offered some type of commitment that you definitely, in the conflicting position, the Ten of Swords, you shouldn't take. Do as you so please with that information, but there is an offer coming here, and it's something to where it's legally binding. the judgment being here, is they're gonna try to come off like it's fair. You in the position, this is the position of how you feel. You're looking at something in a fair way. Okay, so for y'all paying attention, when I do, this is my spread. This is a Celtic cross spread. Okay, this is you, how you feel, about the situation. Like you gonna treat it fairly. This is the overall energy. That's what's gonna happen. The magician. This is what happened in the past to bring up this situation. Was the Five of Wands. So you have the past. This is a conflicting position of what could make this go left. The Ten of Swords, or what could possibly happen. What could be the conflict here? This is the situation. Okay, so I want you guys, if you watch my channel, I want you to understand the spread here. You may not understand tarot, but understand the spread. And I want you to watch other readers, and if they do a Celtic cross spread, I want you to understand what you're seeing. Okay, so this is why I'm saying that that's the situation happening for you. Whoever I'm picking up on, you're intellectual, so you understand what I'm saying. I don't have to re-explain myself. So moving forward, you know what this spread means. All right. But this is definitely, it mostly has to do with some type of paperwork. So I don't feel like that's a person, but you guys going to put it there like, oh, my ex coming back, and they might try to get you to co-sign on something for them too. You need to say no as well. Some of y'all, somebody got an ex, and they think y'all friends. They're going to try to get you to co-sign on their new place. That was intuitive. So y'all need to be careful. That person could be a strong earth sign. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And they got fire in their chart as well. What's going on with the third deacon, a Gemini? What's going on with the third deacon, a Gemini? Let's see. Third deacon, Gemini. There's other spreads I do. I usually do those in the elements. We're going to do the elements tomorrow on Sunday. Probably tomorrow about maybe like 3 o'clock. Might be later than that. I don't want to give you a time. And I don't know if you know, there's a certain way I have to place the cards in a certain order as well. So if you're trying to teach yourself tarot or whatever, I hope you paid attention to that. You cross it here, 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 here. Yeah, got it, get it, got it, we good? All right. Let me move it over so y'all can see. Anyhow, moving forward. So for the third deacon of Gemini, guys, you guys have the King of Wands and Eight of Cups. This is great. Some of you guys are having an ego death. You're walking away from an ego death of what you assume that you should be in society. So you're walking away from that. And sorry. You're walking away from that. That's my reminder. I have alerts on my phone for everything. You're walking away from how you want it to appear and walking into who you actually are. Because how you're looking at it is the Page of Wands. You're like, man, I feel like fresh. Some of you could just be getting a facial or using a new like skin routine, bath routine or something like that. But it's like there's something like you feel fresh. You feel like a child looking at the world like in a fresh pair of eyes. Because it's like you have a different perspective of how you want to move now. At first, whoever I'm picking up on, you were moving in a way to where you wanted to be accepted in whatever society that you were in. But you, somewhere in the next 48, you're going to be introduced to like a new crowd of people, you may be invited like a social gathering. This may even be like a date. Somebody tell you like candle making or something. You're like, ooh, I never experienced that. Or this could be a person like, ooh, I never experienced somebody who's like, oh, you want to go candle making? You know, like, oh, you want to go do this? And it's not like a coffee date or something. It's like they actually want to do it. And this is something they actually do. And they're taking you. And then it's like you fall in love with it. But it's going to cost for you to release your ego and release your perception. This could be a perception of what you think a person should look like. That should be on your arm. So this could be your type. Shit, you may not be this person's type, to be honest, because this is brand new energy here. You could have strong Cancer energy in your chart. The conflicting energy about this is some of you have not nurtured self in a way to where you can recognize that you deserve this type of treatment and you deserve this type of new beginning. And that's something that you need to work on. here with this Queen of Cups, because the Queen of Cups should never be in a conflicting position. You being loved, nurtured the right way, it should never be a conflict. So that's some inner healing that some of you still need to do. Okay? Also, some of you need to have some mother issues or some ways that you picked up from your mom. Some of you have a toxic way of your mom, like it's, and I'm not downing anyone's mom. This is just the reading, but some of your mothers were money hungry, is what I'm picking up on. Like some of your mothers did not have you out of love. They had you because your dad took care of them. They knew if they took care of, if I had a baby by this man was going to take care of me. And unfortunately, you know, if we look back in the 20s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, women weren't even really allowed to have credit cards in their own homes, in their names, until the late 60s going into the 70s. So that is true for some. And then in the generations that carried on from like your grandmother to your mother to now, and some of you it carried on with you. And so this is good that some of you are breaking that generational thought mindset, you know, because that was a thing. If you go do the history on women's rights and when women, you know, the suffrage movement and the civil rights and when the voting act and when women got credit cards, like all this is really not that old. It's normal day to us, but it's really not that much. It's not that far back in history. It's like it's one generation back. So a lot of you are still trying to break generational curses that are still alive and present because it's only 1 or 2 generations back. Okay, so that's here too. All right, Gemini. Now at the point of this reading, what I want you to do, we are going to do a meditative breathing exercise. As we're doing the meditative breathing exercise together, I want you to think of a question that you want answered. As you're thinking of the question that you want answered, I'm going to shuffle the angel answer deck and we're going to pull cards to see what is the answer that you're thinking of. All right. So what you're going to do, you're going to take a deep breath in through your nose and you're going to hold it to the count of 4. You're going to, I lied. Take a deep breath in through your nose to the count of 4. You're going to hold it to the count of 7. Then you're going to release it slowly through your mouth through the count of 8. All right? I'm sorry if I took anybody out and meditated. My phone did that. I did not mean to take you out of your meditative state. If anything, pause the video, do the meditative breathing. 4 in, hold for 7, release for 8. Play it again, okay? And then come back. All right, what's the answer for Gemini? Because I was talking through that whole, and I know my energy is always high, so I suggest that you pause it when you do that breathing exercise. I highly suggest that. I talk fast, you know, and I move quick. All right, so Gemini, you guys got, can you see that? No need to worry. The next card came out was yes. You can trust her. And the next card came out was success. Was success. All right. Gemini, that has been your reading for the next 48. I hope it helped you. If you choose, and I thank you if you choose to subscribe to the channel, that would be greatly appreciated. If not, I'll still see you next time. You may come back, you may not. Thank you for your likes and subscribes and your comments and all of that. If you like to book a reading, the information to do so is down in the description box below the video. You guys stay blessed, stay safe, and stay protected, and I'll talk to you later. Peace. Oh, I got it. Ooh, I almost forgot.